This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's Jeff Gerard. I'm welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy today for September the 15th is Dandy Dan Marino. He's now 60 years old. He's hit the 60 mark. He played all 17 years in the NFL with the Miami Dolphins as their star quarterback. He was a successful QB in college for Pitt. He was first team All American, and he was remembered for being the sixth and final quarterback drafted in the first round of the '83 draft. Surprisingly, Pittsburgh didn't even take him, which was weird because he was still on the board. Anyway, Marino holds a lot of NFL records. He's still one of the best quarterbacks, despite not playing for for a Super Bowl winning team and only been to the Super Bowl once. Miami has always been consistent postseason contenders. He led the Dolphins in his career 10 times to the playoffs and one Super Bowl appearance. In his rookie season, no less. Second season, no less, in 1984. I mean, this guy just couldn't catch a break. Marino was Rookie of the Year. And then he was the MVP in his sophomore year, doing the passing records of 5,084 passing yards, 48 touchdown passes, 9 games of 300-yard passing, and 4 of them with 400-plus yards. He was actually a comeback player in '94 because of coming back from a massive injury that ruined the Dolphins' '93 season. Anyway, Marino held 40 NFL records at the time of his retirement, but they've been passed by Breeze and Brady, among others. He's one of the 10 greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. His number 13 was retired by the Dolphins in the first game after Dan Marino retired in 1999. So he was a star for Pittsburgh. He was born and raised in Pittsburgh. He would attend the University of Pitt, obviously. As a freshman, Marino helped the Panthers take down Penn State. Pitt's 1980 team finished second in the season-ending rankings, behind Georgia. So Pitt had some good players. Well, himself, future Pro Bowl guard Mark May, defensive lineman Ricky Jackson, center Russ Grimm, and Pro Bowl linebacker Hugh Green. Pitt also put Bill Moss, Dwight Collins, and Jimbo Covert into the NFL, too. Pitt had a good chance to be undefeated in 1981. Unfortunately, they got blown out in, I believe, the highest blowout of a number one team in college football history, as Penn State went into Pitt Stadium and beat them 48-14. However, Marino got a last-minute touchdown for Pitt to beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Pitt was 33-3 in a 3-year span, which was amazing. Unfortunately, Pitt could not do too well, and they ended up losing the Cotton Bowl to Southern Methodist. Marino dipped a lot in that year. Marino's draft stock would plummet because of his poor senior season compared to his junior season. And there were rumors of recreational drug use. 5 other quarterbacks went ahead of him. Ken O'Brien went to the Jets, Tony Eason went to the Pats, Todd Blackledge went to Kansas City, Jim Kelly went to Buffalo, and John Elway went to Baltimore, then to Denver, of course. Marino was not too happy when Ken O'Brien was drafted by the Jets. Well, O'Brien played for a Division II school. Miami would pick him 27th in the first round. He wasn't expected to be available for the Dolphins, but the Coach Shula called him about the solution. Don Shula said that, of course, being passed up by so many teams, Marino had the motivation to prove to people they were wrong with him being so low on the draft. And, of course, as we said, he won the thing. He was actually the first pick in the USFL draft by Los Angeles, but he didn't sign with the team and decided to play for Miami. The Express would make do with Steve Young. So anyway, Marino did pretty well as a rookie. Sadly, though, the Dolphins got shocked on home turf in the AFC divisional round by the lowly Seattle Seahawks 27-20, what would be Seattle's greatest playoff win for many years until their Super Bowl run in 2006. However, in his second season, Marino would break 6 passing records. Most touchdown passes with 48, which was surpassed by Peyton Manning in 2004. Most passing yards, over 5,000, as I said, surpassed by Drew Brees in 2011, and was the MVP. So Marino helped the Dolphins do well with a 14-2 mark. The Dolphins would avenge their loss in the divisional from the previous year to Seattle and crushed them 31-10. The Dolphins crushed Pittsburgh 45-28. Dan Marino setting AFC records, championship game records for passing yards with 421 and touchdowns with 4. Despite the fact he threw his last pass of the game with 11 minutes left. That'll teach Pittsburgh for going with senior sack Gabriel Rivera. Unfortunately, it wasn't all Pittsburgh's fault. I mean, Gabriel Rivera got into a car crash. He wasn't wearing his seatbelt, and he has spinal injuries. Marino and the Dolphins would go to Super Bowl 19 to face Joe Montana and the Niners, but the Niners easily won 38-16 at Stanford Stadium. Why would they put it in a college football stadium like it's a Super Bowl? That doesn't make sense, especially when it's the only time it's happened. So anyway, regardless, Marino would throw for more yardage and help the Dolphins in the 85 season get to the 86 AFC title game. Unfortunately, they got shocked by the New England Patriots on home turf. Well, on Miami's home turf, I should say. However, despite that shocking loss, Marino did help the Dolphins win a famous Monday Night Football game against the then undefeated Chicago Bears by giving the Bears their only loss of the season. The Bears did win the Super Bowl, of course. It would have been funny to see Marino against the Bears in the Super Bowl once again. Dan Marino looked pretty good. In 92, he led the Dolphins, 92-93, he led them to the AFC title game. They had home field against the Buffalo Bills, who were looking for their 3rd straight Super Bowl appearance. Guess what? Buffalo won, shocking a lot of people in Miami. Miami looked good to maybe get back to the Super Bowl in the 93-94 season. However, Marino had a torn Achilles tendon against Cleveland and was out for the season. Scott Mitchell had some good starts, but then he got hurt. Then Steve DeBerg had to come in for the final 4 games of the year. That was the season Miami started out 9-2 and then would lose the next 5 in a row. 2 games come to mind with Miami in that thing without Dan Marino. Of course, the Dolphins' 9th and final win of that year was the Thanksgiving Day game, which Leon Lett made the stupid mistake of touching the ball when he could have let it go, and then the Cowboys would have ended up winning the game. Meanwhile, the final game of the year in New England against a Patriots team that wasn't really that good, Miami got denied a touchdown. And I know as a Patriots fan I should say, fuck that, but no. Miami got denied. Like, the guy had 2 feet in and no instant replay. So that sucked. So Miami crumbled. With the quarterback situation, Scott Mitchell went to Detroit and Miami got Bernie Kosar off of Dallas. Marino would wear a special shoe on one foot. And in the season opener, Dolphins versus Patriots, it was a battle of the ages. Marino and Bledsoe would have put up 894 passing yards. Marino had 473, Bledsoe 421. Miami would win the game 39-35. However, in that 94-95 season, Marino would give Miami one of the biggest wins of all time. The clock play. They were facing the Jets, and Marino said he was going to spike the ball, but he throws the Jets in his sights and threw to, I don't know who he threw it to. Cash? I don't know. But anyway, the Dolphins finished 10-6, and Marino was named Comeback Player of the Year. Miami got to the postseason and would play against Kansas City. Miami would beat Kansas City 27-17 and then face the San Diego Chargers. But for some reason, the Chargers ended up coming back. It was 22-21, and Pete Stoyanovich would have a 48-yard field goal attempt to get Miami into the AFC title game. he failed, and the Chargers were going to shock Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh for the AFC crown, but lose to the Niners in the Super Bowl. Marino would have a few other good games, but he decided to retire and all that. The Dolphins defeated Seattle in the Kingdom to give Miami a chance to play in the divisional round. However, there was a problem. The biggest problem was that Dan Marino would face the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were 14-2 at the time. It would be an in-state battle royale. But no, Jacksonville crushed them 62-7, one of the worst playoff losses in history. Marino would be replaced by Damon Huard in the second half. Marino decided to retire. Miami declined his option, and there were rumors that Minnesota, Tampa, and even Pittsburgh were trying to get him on the squad. That would have been nice. He almost took the Minnesota offer, which was weird. I would have thought I would have taken the Pittsburgh offer. But anyway, he had a good legacy. He got the team to 10 postseasons out of 17 years. Not bad. But in the end, the Dolphins just only went to one Super Bowl. Marino's number 13 would be retired in the first Dolphins game after he left. Only he, Bob Greasy, and Larry Sanka have had their numbers retired by the Dolphins. That's huge. He was easily named to the College Football of Fame for what he did to Pitt. All that. He's now a Dolphins special advisor. Marino actually co-owned a NASCAR racing team with driver Bill Elliott. But yeah, that didn't work out so well. He's part of the Dan Marino Foundation about autism because his wife, he was established with his wife in 92 after his son Michael was diagnosed with autism. So Michael would be about 29. Yeah, that's amazing. Developmental psychological problems with autistic spectrum disorders, including Doug Flutie, whose son also has autism, Doug Jr. So yeah, he does walk with autism. So basically, as someone who has autism and all that, I should enjoy Dan Marino a lot more. And I think I do. Anyway, Marino was in H. Ventura, Pet Detective with Jim Carrey and Courtney Cox. He played himself. He would be part of the guest stars in the Simpsons season 10 episode Sunday Cruddy Sunday. Should review that sometime. But anyway, yeah, he's been in a few things and all that. Marino was in a lot of advertisements and all that. He's the AARP's Men's Life Ambassador. Marino married his wife Claire, and they have 6 kids, of course, one with autism. Marino did say he fathered a child with a CBS employee in 2005. His wife knew about it, which was strange. So anyway, the active NFL records he has: most seasons leading the league in pass attempts 5, in completions with 6. Lowest sack percentage in a career, 3.1%. That's amazing. Fastest to 200 touchdown passes, 89. Wow. And he has Monday Night Football records for most passing yards, completions, attempts, and TD passes. So yeah, he liked Monday Night Football. So he was a great college player for Pitt, got them close to a national title a few times. In his career, 242 games played, 147 wins, and 93 losses. Not bad. Almost 5,000 completions. He missed by 33. Well, he had that injury-prone career that injury season 93. So anyway, yeah, 61,000 yards. That's amazing. 420 touchdowns, 252 interceptions. In the playoffs, he played in 18 games, 8-10 in his career. 385 completions, 4,500 yards, 32 touchdowns, 24 interceptions. But yeah, he just couldn't get Miami over the hump and into the Super Bowl, except for that one time as a second-year guy. Kind of sickening, don't you think? But anyway, yeah. He's a great Great quarterback. It's who he is. It's who he really is. Anyway, I'm Jack Diamond. I do